All right. So that's about scaling up and doing all that stuff and everything, guys. You got to be smart about it. In whatever your goal and method is. Like our goal was to be lean and turn profits back in and do stuff like that, and still be getting paid and build slowly. Andy has a different one. He's building a big foundation and is not worried about
Yep.
his income coming in. So he's building that, and eventually he will take a big income when he gets ready to start doing that. So there's different ways of doing this business. It depends on where you're at in your life and if you got another source of income or not, or you need the source of income from this. So it just depends on the way you want to be and how resourceful you're going to be and do stuff. Definitely different ways of doing it. No one way is the right way, but it depends on what your goals and aspirations are. So, Andy, you got any last thoughts?
Yeah, and I would say, when you're doing stuff every week, at least when you first get started, or even 6 months in, or even a year in, time yourself. Say,
Mhm.
okay, how long does it take me to do this one specific task? Can I shave 5 seconds off of whatever it is that I'm doing? Let's say you're filling a tray with soil, right? Can you shorten it by 5 seconds every single time you fill a tray? Think of the time that's going to save you over time. If you're talking hundreds of trays, how can I seed faster? Practice different methods. So again, a lot of people, they do the exact same thing week in and week out, and week in and week out. It's funny because when my wife and I plant together, which we haven't done in a while because now I got employees, but for the longest time we did, we would never say a word to each other. I mean, we were just systematic. We knew exactly what needed to happen. And what was funny is, without even saying anything, we would trial run something to see if it worked. I would throw like kind of a monkey wrench into it and say, okay, I'm going to try and do it this way and see if this makes it faster or slower. And sometimes it would, and sometimes it wouldn't. But we were crazy efficient at planting because of it, because we spent that time trial and erroring different ways of doing things, and it really makes a big difference. I mean, if you can save even 2 hours a week, I mean, that's monumental. That's 2 hours a week you're not having to spend on the farm. It's 2 hours a week you could be spend making sales, posting to social media, or just freaking relaxing if you
Yeah.
choose to. It's a lot of us don't get to do in this industry. So, things like that, I would highly recommend. Just take that extra time and try different methods across the board. Try different ways of washing trays, try just everything. There's so many ways to improve the amount of time it takes you to do something. So don't be afraid to try it.
Yeah.
That'd be my big recommendation. Just work on efficiency. It's going to help in the long run, big time, especially if you decide you're going big.
Yes. It's funny you say about planting. You and your wife didn't talk when you guys were planting. We did a live planting thing on Friday, uh, and we usually don't talk, so we had to make sure we were talking so people understood what was going on and stuff, because we don't usually talk. We just do, and you know what the
Yep.
next one is. Only thing we do say is how many broccolis we're doing, how many radishes are we doing, or something like that. What's on firm flow? That's about it. Usually it's about the same. It's like, hey, is it 38 broccolis? Okay, is it 54 broccolis this week? That's about the only talking we actually do. Just because our numbers do change depending on what we got going on. But yeah, it's funny that you did the same thing. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it makes it, never, I've planted with a lot of people, all my employees and everybody else. And I'm telling you right now, my wife and I, nobody can beat the two of us. Nobody. We are crazy fast and crazy good at it when we're working together. So it's pretty cool.
yeah, you can get it down once you're doing it. And I mean, we've been together for 25 years. You've been together for a while. Like that. So it's like it's just second nature to each other. Just to communication, I think
Yep.
telepathically with us. So don't have to
Yep.
talk.
Yeah.